You're listening to 182.3, Care What People Think.
Welcome back to the Care What People Think podcast with an episode that I know a lot of you are going to be able to relate to. Also, Ryan brought up a great point a couple episodes ago about tipping culture and how crazy this shit is. And yeah, why does everyone have money except me? Because Ryan doesn't apply to this, so that's why it's titled "Except Me," because Ryan has a lot of money. So we're gonna be talking.
Rich,
Ryan's actually Ryan's actually muted this episode. I'm gonna mute him right now, so it's just gonna be me ranting the whole time.
Welcome back to the Care What Person Thinks podcast. I'll be your host. We don't have the other person, so we'll title it that. I'm rich as fuck. So thank you, Will. Thank you.
Yeah, what an introduction. No, but I think this also it's April, so school is about to be out if you're in college or high school, and I don't know, maybe potentially getting summer jobs. Good fucking luck. It's gonna take you like 300 job applications. I checked my did you know there's a LinkedIn? It has a counter for how many jobs you've applied to all time, like a leaderboard.
I didn't know that. I was on. You could just go to your recent, bro, and see oh wow. Okay.
No, there's a number, and mine isn't bad because most of mine, I guess, was done on Indeed. Mine was like at 47, even though in total I've applied to like 230. And bro, this person on TikTok, they were at 4,020.
They have you beat, bro, by like 20.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. I need you to go back, and I guarantee it's gonna be like 500. But
I just think no. I just find it funny because everyone's like, well, how are you not getting a job at that point? Everyone's just victim blaming the person for not getting a job.
I mean, their resume must be like written with a crayon or something, bro. Dude, it's got to be something so ass. I don't know. There's got to be some backstory because 4,020 applications. Holy shit.
True. I feel bad for. Imagine I can't even imagine clicking easy apply 4,000 times. That's fucking
not to be
insane.
that guy, but like low key, dude, the game of life you're losing. Like I think like you probably don't even have a job like to live. Like that's fucked up, but like you probably shouldn't.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
like you're a failure.
I thought you were.
I'm sorry, you're just a failure. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. 4,000
No, I thought you were gonna say like if you've done anything in life 4,000 times and not succeeded, you just quit. Just quit. That's a lot.
You're not wrong. I don't really know what could go against that. Like, what actually could you do 4,000 times and be considered, like, try 4,000 times and be considered not a failure?
Counting. If you were to count to 4,000, you're still pretty far away.
You're still a failure because you're doing that. Who the fuck is doing that?
Bro, I one time counted to 1,000 when I was a kid. I was so fucking bored. Talk about.
And then what? You got checked into therapy because who the hell does that, dude?
I was bored and it was a road trip, so I was like, let me just count. So I told my brother, I'm like, I'm just gonna start counting. Literally Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast. And so I started counting. And then I got to 1,000 and I was like, well, that was fucking pointless. And then nothing happened. In fact, nothing happened.
What if you just started like levitating and like someone's like, you have made it to the infinite number. You start spinning and you like start going up in the air and you're like, nobody has ever done this 1,000 times. Oh my gosh. He has done the impossible. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was 2013, so Mr. Beast hadn't even done it yet.
Hey, shit. That is crazy that was his first video. I mean, honestly though, as a kid, this is so random, but like as a kid, your mind is so different. You probably thought that something was going to happen. You were probably
actually.
You're like, dude, has anyone done this? Who knows? I don't know if you did this, but like even in soccer or basketball, when I was like practicing, I'll use basketball as an example. I would like shoot free throws, right? And I'm like, if I didn't go 8 for 10, then like a family member is gonna die. I'm not even kidding. And then I would be on my last one like shaking. I was like 7 for 9, and I'm like, oh shit, if I miss this, and I miss, and I go, oh fuck, and I literally like called my parents, and I was like, is everything okay? I'm not even kidding. I would do that because I was like so in my head as a little kid. I don't know, but
No, but what I still do is if I'm working to stay motivated and to keep working, I use going to the bathroom as a reward. That is that weird? Like
that's
no,
weird, bro.
no,
What do you
no.
mean?
Like if I'm like reading, no. If
I
I'm
know.
reading or something, and I'm like, damn, I'm like so close to finishing this project or task or email or whatever. I'm like, okay, once I send it, then I can go to the bathroom. So then I'm
Okay.
like, let me finish it faster. That's the
I
whole
get what you mean.
Either way, we normally start off the episode with something we're proud of. And I have a little bit of an interesting situation. What I'm proud of this week is so I went to the bathroom and long story short, the toilet got clogged and I flushed the toilet and then the water started creeping up. And you know how like it's supposed to go down. Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Where is this going?
Yeah. So I was like, I had just flushed it and it was like clogged. So I was like, okay, let me wait for the water to go down. And so then I wait, and then I'm like, I'm waiting for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Like,
What are
why
you
is the
doing?
water
Scrolling TikTok? You're like,
No.
damn, still going over there. I should probably do something. Wait, it's been
No.
2 minutes. Wait,
No,
hello, boss. No, I'm
no.
just waiting for the toilet to go
No.
down. Yeah,
No.
One sec.
I literally was just sitting there looking at the water, and my brain was like, I thought I was envisioning something that wasn't there because I'm like, the water's going down. And then after like 3 minutes, I was like, the water is not going down. This is a problem. So I think if I flush it again, it'll probably go up. So I waited a little bit longer, and then the water started going up. And I'm like, how the fuck is it going up? And it had finished making all the noise of like when it should have reset, and it was going up. So I'm like very slowly, and I hadn't flushed it yet. So then I'm like, okay, it's going up. I waited. It did not go down. I think it's going to overflow. That I have to accept that. It's going to overflow if I just flush it again. So let me move some shit off the ground, which is very good preparation. And then I brought a fucking mop bowl in the goddamn bathroom. I don't know why. Instead of towels. Oh my God. This was in my apartment.
Oh
if this was
my
at work,
God,
I was
I
fucked.
thought this was
Holy
at
shit.
work,
No.
bro.
Oh my, no. That would have been bad.
Okay. I was so confused.
I brought the bucket out, and then I'm like, okay, let me flush it. Dude, the bathroom flooded so fast. Like water just seeped out of the toilet like inches at a time, and there was like 2 inches of water in my bathroom floor, and it went into my like vanity area.
Bro.
And so fortunately, if I pivot to the right, there's a cabinet with like, I had just washed 6 blankets, or not blankets, towels, like beach towels and regular towels. So I just chucked all of them on the ground and I dealt with it. And then as it was that was the other thing. As it was overflowing, it still wasn't fucking unclogged. So I had to unclog it, which is pushing more air up to take it out of the toilet. Bro, it was a fucking mess. And then I cleaned that shit up and unclogged the toilet. And then I just had 6 soaking wet towels that smelled like toilet water.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All I was thinking the whole time is just like, if a frat dude did that, right? If a frat dude was in that mentality, let's just name him Chad for this example. He was doing this exact same thing. That's probably how the meaning of fuck shit up came out. Dude, fuck, shit's coming up, bro. That's all I thought about in that moment, dude, was just fuck shit up, bro. What's going up? That's all I could think about. I mean, your shit
good.
Was everywhere then, or what?
No, that was the best. No. Okay, well, no, not even TMI. But when it clogged, nothing. It was nothing. It was just water.
Bro said the whole story and then said TMI to the ending. Well, I can't say this thing though. Hey, dude, there's water and shit. There's piss and shit everywhere. But dude, don't worry. I can't tell you if the shit came out of the toilet because that's TMI. That's disgusting.
Oh my God. I told that story a little bit out of order, but that's adulting, is figuring, no pun intended, but shit out like that. That was but
shit gets fucked up, literally. So wild, bro. Well, I'm glad you dealt with it. I'm assuming the towels needed to be disintegrated after that because holy.
No, I just washed them.
I thought you were just about to say, no, I just used them. Imagine.
That would have been bad.
But dude, it's actually a good segue because we have to reuse everything nowadays, bro. I'm surprised you even had money for to to run another load of laundry because holy shit, cost of living is brutal, bro.
Dude.
Especially, I'm not like outing people, but especially for us in our 20s, when you're starting your career, when you are trying to make a name for yourself, we're getting cooked the most, I think, because we don't have mommy and daddy paying for things nowadays. I also think mommy and daddy have it a little bit easier as well. For us, we are starting new jobs. We're in new cities. We are just like figuring out our way of life. Rent's up, groceries are up, gas just has been expensive forever. I wouldn't say it's going up, but it's just expensive as shit. Everything feels, I don't know about you. I had this conversation with my boss like a week ago. Everything feels like it's doubled overnight. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely have lunch now and I get it like it's a DoorDash service for like, it's called Lunch
Oh, you're
Drop.
playing yourself. You're playing.
No. It's called Lunch Drop. So it's not even, they kind of like waive the fees because it's like for a corporate office. So I get it like 2 or 3 times a week just to like treat myself. I don't have to like cook. It's usually on average like $10 to $15, which really isn't bad. But like I was talking to my boss and he was like, yeah, dude, I would get these type of meals at these restaurants for $5, $8 max. So literally in the last 5 years, it's just doubled. And like, I asked him, I was like, do you think that also translate to like wages? And he goes, hell no, dude. Wages are like more, like you can obviously pay people more for this, but it's still not doubled. So like everything's just skewed. I feel like, dude, everything's just up so much and you're paying so much more, but you're not getting paid the same amount. Like it's not the same. So
yeah, no, I was going to say, you said laundry. I now hold a world record. I didn't do laundry. I know this is a running gag that I don't fucking do laundry because I just wear my clothes 3 times
it's not
before
a
I
running
wash
gag,
them.
it's just a fact.
Bro. Okay, it's a fact. I had 8 loads of laundry. And 5.
What, dude? Is this your first time this year? Or what?
No. In one day, I had to do 8 loads of washing machine, like 8 loads of laundry and 4 dryers. I spent $20 on laundry in one day, which is crazy because again, that's not something you think about if you do have mommy and daddy just doing all your laundry and stuff. Like my mom was just doing the absolute most. I'm super grateful and thankful for it. But I do realize looking in hindsight, like, damn, I did not need to have her do it when I was like 18, 19 at the end of high school.
Let alone pay $20 for it. You know, you didn't have to pay for detergent. You didn't have to pay for the time. You just
true because I don't have the in unit, so it's the detergent, the time, and then also going down to the thing and then doing that. From a food perspective, this is crazy. Again, I can understand that like I live in California, so it's a bit skewed compared to I don't know if you live in like random like Missouri. I don't know,
fuck,
literally
Montana,
in the middle of the country. Yeah, like I don't know the
I'm
prices
shooting bison and cutting stuff up. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are prices up? What do you mean? I have my own eggs. Yeah, that type of shit.
Yeah, it's because I bought 4 frozen pizzas, 3 cartons of milk, and I think 1 bag of chips, and that was $85.
Oh my!
What the?
You've told me that already.
I know. What's funny is I told this to Ryan, and his immediate reaction was, "Where do you shop?"
It's true.
That was Kroger, Ralph's, King Supers, wherever you're. Yeah. So
at least you get fuel points.
Yeah, save me money. Except, yeah, saving me gas money when gas is $9 a gallon. That's
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, bro, how are you living? Yeah.
It's $4 out here. When it's when it was like in 2021, the highest I ever saw, bro.
Wasn't it like 6 or 7?
It was $7.70 a gallon.
Shit.
At like because once you move to California, you'll realize if you're also from California, you'll know that like Chevron and not Exxon, was it Chevron, Shell, and like one other place, they literally are double the price than every other, like I want to say local place. Like there's a gas station right by me, and it's not like a 7-Eleven or a Shell or Conoco or whatever random stuff. Bro, it's the cheapest gas station within like a 10-mile radius of me. Or if we were to go to like Sam's Club or Costco,
I was about to say, I use Costco, bro. It's cheaper.
Me.
Me. I pay like 2.4. It's insane. Yeah.
I haven't seen $2.40 gas since Fort Collins, Colorado in 2010.
Yeah, no, dead ass, bro. It makes sense because Cali has never been under like 3, probably ever.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know it was that cheap over there.
it's cheap as fuck. But I don't even like really compare because every single time I do like a not even a weekly, like a bi-weekly Costco run, and I just don't even think about going anywhere else for gas. I'm just like, hey, I'll fill up there. It's like literally $30 for my full tank, which is crazy. Yeah, and it literally is 500 miles, dude. Of like, cool.
Bro,
yeah, dude,
that's
my car is insane. I have a Volkswagen, and I thought at first I was like, oh shit, it's not gonna be good, dude. It's fine, fine. I'm paying less than most people do in electric cars, and I'm like, say less, bro. Suck
that.
Anyway, I think you brought up
I
a very valid point, though, dude. Like groceries, even like the cheaper ones that they deem, I'm gonna bring up fast food as well because fast food is deemed to be cheap, dude. It's not cheap anymore. I don't know if you saw this. Wendy's has like a full-on thing. They have like this. I didn't really read too much into this, but I saw like 2 days ago they brought out this program to like you basically buy this card for $300 and they give you like free Wendy's for like the month or something. Or did I say Wendy's? Did I say Wendy's?
Yeah.
I meant Chili's. I'm sorry,
Chili's?
bro.
Okay.
Chili's.
No, you're good.
Either way,
for the month?
It's like something crazy like that. I didn't read too much into the details, but basically what they were trying to do is to mitigate all the fast food places that were saying, we have cheap prices, come to us. But like at the end of the day, the ingredients are ass at fast food places. The prices are low key the same as going out almost now, which is insane. And like the quality hasn't went up either. Like that's the problem. So basically what I read with Chili's is like they're trying to like push back on that and give out like free stuff. So
interesting.
You're spending more, which is really not much more for a better product. Yeah, that also brings me into a whole thing. I don't know if you have anything to say on that, but
no, I mean I have a point that I think will build off what you're about.
Yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I think eating out, for example, I would deem that as something to have fun. You're having fun. You're doing something. You don't have to cook at home. Everything fun, concert tickets, restaurants, literally going on a walk. Dude, I don't even know what's cheap or like free or cheap anymore, bro. Everything feels like it's using my whole paycheck. I don't know about you, bro. It's true.
Bro, you said concert tickets.
Oh, dude, say it. Say the SZA ones. Dude,
no.
Say
big
it.
regret. I think I've said it before. No. Okay. Well, okay. I spent $650 per ticket for front row, and I bought it the week before, right? I did that 2 years ago. We can see how that will last in maybe a couple years, if that's worth it or not. But dude, I didn't even tell you this. In summer, right? Sabrina, that's that me espresso. I was gonna try to do a TikTok dance. I don't even know what the fuck that was. This espresso shit, right? Came out in April. She had a crazy summer. And so
she
was like,
aura
hey,
as well.
She Fortnite, yeah. And the skin of Fortnite. She had her album teased it was gonna come out in August. And then she's like, hey, I'm going on tour. And I bought the SZA tickets. So let me buy the Sabrina Carpenter tickets for my girlfriend's birthday. And I looked at them.
No.
And I could have bought not a nosebleed, but I could have bought something relatively good. And it was only like I think it was $600 to $750 for a ticket. But there was no like VIP package or anything. So I was just like, oh damn, that kind of sucks. And I probably shouldn't buy that because I definitely
kind of sucks, that. Bro.
No, listen. I was like, I can't really like if I buy that, I'm for sure fucked for a couple of months to come because that's a lot of money. But also like I can't comfortably afford that. Versus I bought the SZA tickets when I was in college, so I didn't have rent. Dude, I didn't buy the tickets. So then I went, oh, buyer's regret. Let me check and see how much they are.
Wait. Let me guess.
Dog.
For those tickets, 1.1K each.
Bro, they went up to $4,500.
It's that me espresso.
Bro. Like
I'm working late because I can't afford the tickets.
I think those were like the top notch ones. But like Post Malone was doing an arena tour in 2019. Someone almost gave me their ticket for free. They were selling it for $200, but COVID had just happened, so I'm like, I don't want to risk it. He sold out an arena in 2021. Why is his ticket $3,000?
That's why his song name is Congratulations, You Played Yourself. Dude, you gave him so much money, and guess what? He's probably pocketing 2/3 of that, bro.
$3,000 for one ticket is insane. I'm like, I didn't know he was like
that. Taylor Swift, bro.
Yeah, she's got one.
I'm just kidding. I honestly don't hate Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift hater. I don't listen to her music. Who the fuck is paying $5,000 for Taylor Swift? I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're her number one fan, dude. Go on strike. That is complete bullshit. Fuck that.
No, because like, would you pay $3,000 to tour 3 countries? Yes, you would. And that's how someone sees going to see Taylor Swift. They're like, I get the utmost euphoric experience because I'm trying to just defend, like, people spend what they want. But
dude, honestly, I don't even smoke weed. Smoke a bowl, sit in your living room and watch it live, bro. Dude, you'll have the exact same like experience, bro. It's gonna be the same atmosphere. You're just gonna be at home. Yeah. You're gonna be like, oh shit, the snacks are free instead of $15 hot dogs, dude. Let's go.
The audio sounds like you're already in the stadium.
Yeah.
You're just high, so
just
fucking high.
invest in a MetaQuest or whatever those VR things are, dude. At that point, just get your own Taylor Swift concert on VR. Exactly, dude. Will has it figured out. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. I can see
22.
Her. Oh my god. I'm 22. Oh exactly. My god. Oh my god, all my friends are here.
Just pukes all over. Yeah. But honestly, dude, I agree. That is wild with Sabrina Carpenter. She is genuinely, that is illegal. That should be illegal. That is insane. I want to bring up the point that I know nobody makes $4,000 a month on fun things like that. Yeah. Like nobody should be spending $4,000 a month on that. That being said, feel a little bit better about what money is coming in. I think for me personally, I made a little plan. I looked at my expenses last month and I was like, okay, how can I like kind of survive until I get a bonus check in like a month? I don't know if you guys know this, but I have like one more month before I like double my salary. Either way, I'm kind of getting cooked. I'm literally on Will's saltine, honey, whatever the fuck you were eating for like a month,
right now?
Yeah, exactly. Basically you pour. Yeah. So
so you mean my current status is your status.
My fault.
And you're about to upgrade, like the point I said at the beginning of this episode. Because Ryan's rich.
Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. Well, Will, if you take my tips, basically you have to make a tiny plan. You track your spending, feel a little bit more in control, and celebrate the small wins, dude. If you save $10, save $15, I know it's stupid. Everything is over that amount, but it's a win. It really is, seriously. Let's just say you didn't eat out and you cooked at home and somehow you saved $5. I see that as a win. Remember, wealth also takes time. Don't let like fake timelines, mess with like your mindset. So for example, I'm 23, Will's 24. We're not going to be millionaires. I mean, unless you're just that 1%, but like
you're saying ever?
No, sorry. At this time, when you're 23, 24, you just got to take it with a grain of salt. Like we're kind of just bound to be poor, and the world is just shitting on fucking shit up, as you will. And yeah, so when I see like the life that way, when I look at life that way, I'm a little bit less stressed, and I can see the numbers in front of my face, and that also calms me down. Instead of like, I don't know if I spent this much or this much, and like I don't know if I have this much money left. But basically, just like boost your mood by like giving yourself real, well, it doesn't boost your mood, but like it gives you a little bit more groundedness when you see the numbers in front of your face. So I have a question for you, Will. Like, what's your go-to move when you like feel broke, but you also want to boost your mood? Because let me rephrase. What's your
What's my go-to mood when I need to fucking boost my mood? Yeah,
every day for the last 2 years. Yeah.
I feel like for me it's that's tough. I've been in a really good like meal prepping era, if you will, for the last decent amount of months. Before, like in the middle of when we started, like summer, I think last year, like it's pretty consistent. So normally I would say like having a snack and watching a cartoon or watching a show. I know watching a show also can like this is really fucked. But if I'm hungry and I'm too poor to buy something, if I just distract myself with TV, it becomes so late that I can't eat. So I go to bed.
I'm sorry, dude. That was the most depressing sentence I've ever heard. And it's kind of sad. That's the reality we're living in. But I think
It's
that's a
I
good
mean,
answer. It's a good answer.
it could I mean your favorite snack maybe at the end of the week if it's like a small thing, kind of like Ryan said, a small victory of like you really love. I love sugar. So like I would buy a dessert. I would say like for me the treating part is like is literally dessert. So like I don't actively buy dessert because I'm like that's money saved because dessert is so extra. Like I need to eat food, so I need like protein and carbs and vegetables and stuff to like function as a healthy person. But I
Mhm.
don't really need sugar because I already eat a lot, so that will be my reward. So like yesterday, I went and bought two. They're basically gluten free Twinkies, and I wanted to try them. And I had them once before, but I hadn't had them in a while, so I got them, and that's like my treat. And credit, they were $7 for a box of 10, which is
Okay, okay. I
insane.
thought you were gonna say for a pack of two.
Oh, no, 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 no.
It's like,
No,
bro, what did they put in there? Cocaine? Jesus.
bro, when did cereal become $7? I don't know about you. Well, it's $2
You're
and 4
living
cents
in
where
a
gas
different world,
is.
bro. You're living in a
It's
different world.
seven. I bought cereal for the first time in 4 months, and I went, "Why did I stop buying cereal?" It's because it's fucking $7 to $8 for a box, bro.
And then
Like
you
the
realize,
hell?
wait, why did I stop buying food? And then you're like, wait,
I
I
just sleep
can't
it off.
afford it. Yeah. I was just on the phone with my mom and I was like, yeah, mom, I've just been trying to like not buy groceries because it's low key more expensive than eating out 3, 4 times a week and then
Bro,
having leftovers.
no, I was about to say if you go because you were talking about fast food being
Mhm.
like the same shit quality, but the price is up. I literally watched a documentary about why Subway's failing, and it said every fast food chain has not increased quality, and the reason it worked in the 2000s at least is because it was pennies, pennies.
Yup,
There
yup.
was a dollar menu. Like if you found a dollar on the ground, you could actually buy a burger with it. Now, if you find a dollar, that won't even give you tip money for the fucking barista at Starbucks or
Yeah,
some shit where they just flipped it
exactly.
around. Like, so I was gonna say average if you don't not to call shots. If you're single and you don't know, dates nowadays are
I
basically
know.
around $40 to $60 minimum, I would say. Um, and so like, yeah, and cereal being $7, it's just
Well, it depends on the
lots
date.
of
It
play doh.
depends on the date. Like if you're gonna get takeout food and go do take it on a picnic. I think you're talking about sit down
No,
dates.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm talking in
pros
California.
cooked. Pros
No, no,
cooked.
no. In California, I okay, Ryan, me and Paris both I wouldn't call us foodies because that's a little too millennial. But like
Mhm.
we do love eating different types of food. I don't know if there's a lot of sushi where you're at or if you've been having sushi recently. Sushi, minimum, you're spending $80 because that makes sense because it's
Yeah.
sushi, it's like fish, it's expensive. If we were to go to BJ's, I think I told you this, BJ's, we get two burgers, voice crack, two burgers,
2 burgers. Okay.
wings, a, I get like a lemonade, and she gets a
And a
drink,
blowjob because it's
something.
BJ's.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
and a
just the
blowjob.
five.
That's it
No,
comes
just the
with it, dude.
no. Oh, my bad. The Pazuki. So six things. So six
Oh.
things. What I just listed you is at least $100, and then the tip is 22.
What are you drinking, bro? What are you drinking? Water?
I drink water or lemonade. Lemonade if I'm feeling special because I only drink water. But
Yeah.
then Paris will usually sometimes get like a margarita or like
It's
she
so
will.
funny. Me and you were
she
the
always
same,
drinks.
bro. I'm drinking
I-
straight water to save the bill.
Thank you.
And-
Thank you. Thank you.
And then,
Save the
and then
bill.
Grace over
Save the
here,
bill.
bro. Hey, nothing against her, bro. She wants a drink, and I do too. But I'm cooked on like financially, so I'm like, hey, saves me $7 to $10. Say less.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and then I go home and get a margarita. So, but
I guess the last point I was gonna say pretty fairly is tipping. If you did not serve me, I'm not tipping you. I feel like that should be. I
facts.
feel like that should be normalized. Like if you didn't waiter or waitress my table, and you just flipped an iPad, I'm not tipping because realistically, your company should pay you more because they should not rely on the customer to like tip that. I don't know. Tipping, the fact that you said there was a 30% tip a couple episodes ago for your beer and you almost paid half of the beer in tip and she just grabbed it out of the fridge. I was like, that is actually way worse than California. California, it's only like 18, 20.
Well,
20
I've
tip.
never seen that. Yeah, like most like breweries or like what I like stuff regarding alcohol starts at 10%, goes up to 15 max. And then I saw this one, I think it was a brewery, and she poured my beer, I'm pretty sure, and it was 30%.
Okay.
Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think I told you, I typed in a custom amount and looked at her and I went, like, I gave her like $1. I don't give a shit. $1 on like an $8 beer. I'm not giving you $4 in tip. I'm not making my beer $11 when it's $8. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
No, that's fair.
I agree. I have one more point as well because you said the whole tipping culture thing. I'm going to play bad cop for a second because I've been a server. I was also on the to-go team. Mind, I was at Texas Roadhouse, so it's a little bit more like of quality food compared to like regular fast food, stuff like that. Either way, I was on the to-go team, and I remember, dude, like people would never tip. And then those people that went over the top that would tip 20, 30% would make your night. And so I don't think it's on the customer to tip. I am not saying that. But I also think that's on the company to pay those people more because I looked at how much I made as a server and I looked at how much I made on the to-go team. And it was literally, I think, like a third of how much I made. And
Wow.
I know I did get tip share as well from the servers, which sucked as a server, but I think I got like 4% of like, or the to-go team shares 4% of that nightly earnings from the servers, right? Which is still a decent chunk, but I remember, dude, like you would never get tips. And in my case, I would go to the back and like do a lot of work. Like I would get like the food from the hot area, bring it over, package it all myself, wrap it up in tinfoil, like label like names and stuff. And I remember all those were just like $0 tips. And I'm like, one day I was just like, I call this quits. Like, I don't give a shit. I went Hawk Tua and no, I'm just kidding. I did not do that. I did not do that. But like there were days, dude, I was like, this sucks. And like people are never tipping. They don't understand some of the work that goes into it. But on the other side, I completely agree with you. Like I don't want to tip more than 10% on that stuff. So, you have anything else to add on that? I think
No, don't have any tipping experience being on the other side.
100%, dude. And I mean, it goes in really in any industry. I think there are exceptions though. Like a brewery, like I was saying, 30%, that's ridiculous. So maybe $1 bill. That's about it. But anyway, we're all cooked. That's it for today's episode on why does everyone have money except for me? And not me because I'm rich, like Will said. But I am. Yeah. The thing is, I'm rich in other ways. Like we're that's so cringy. But like we all are like surviving. I just hope we can like live a little bit more. So say it.
Boo, cringe.
You want to do the outro, bro? Do it right
now. Nope.
Guess what? I remembered. We have this running joke where Will always forgets the outros because bro actually forgets the outros. We sit there in silence for 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Will, it's your turn, bro. No, but anyway, hopefully this episode helped you a lot and like realize that you're really in this with the rest of the world. A lot of the people feeling like your wallet is witness protection is actually just a fact, dude. It's just how it is. Social media also skews things. You're not the 1% of the population, or if you are, good luck. Like I'm happy for you, but shit is expensive and it will drive you insane if you're stuck on that. So, we love the support every single week. We're trying to like really hone in on like the topics that you guys want to hear about and current reality of things. So make sure to tune into this podcast once a week. We are the Care What People Think podcast, not Care What Person Thinks. Just want to throw that.
Yeah, I guess that was confusing. And you
So
actually
confusing.
thought, if you thought Ryan was actually fucking loaded, you'd be right. But the name is still Care What People Think.
You'd be wrong, but no. Anyway, yeah, make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and really just leave a review, comment. It really means the world. And thank you for listening. And remember, care what people think. We'll see you next week.
See you next week on 182.3.